welcome back, or welcome to my channel. So today, in honor of 2026 being the new 2016, I thought it would be really fun to recreate an iconic look from 2016. I am talking blocky eyebrows, no blush, thick eyeliner, cut crease, maybe some like sunset vibes. I just think it's going to be really fun, and I really hope a lot of people decide to go back to 2016 makeup, because I myself loved it. I couldn't do it. In 2016 I was 15, had only recently discovered how to do eyebrows, but the looks I did see on like Instagram, YouTube were like, back then, still are to this day, they are still iconic. So I'm firstly going to start off with my eyebrows. Now, eyebrows in the 2016 era were thick and very filled in. So once I have my eyebrows done, I am going to go in and do something that I don't really do anymore. I am going to carve out my eyebrows. This was like, looking back on when I used to watch people do this in videos, I'd be like, how do they do that? How do they like get it so like neat and clean? I still can't do it because mine just always looks really messy. So I'm just taking my concealer and I'm just gonna do a thick line under my eyebrow, because we're not only going to carve out the eyebrows, we're going to do this as our eyeshadow base. My cat has the zoomies right now, so I am so sorry. So once I have that on my eye, I'm going to take my flat brush and I'm just going to bring it up to my brow line. And you want to bring it out to the front of the eyebrow as well. My eyelids feel so heavy. I don't normally put this much makeup on my eyelids, but you know, we're doing it for fun and we're trying to relive when we were all genuinely happy. So I'm going to take that same concealer and we're actually going to put it on the top of our eyebrows as well. Oh my god. As I said, I didn't really have a lot of makeup in 2016, nor did I know how to do it. I only really kind of started getting into makeup like last year. So this is kind of like my first time doing any of this, because like I just didn't know how to do it. I'm gonna go in then with my pressed powder and I'm just lightly gonna set my eyes. So we're gonna start the eye color portion of our look, and today I'm mainly going to be using my Kash Beauty color trip palette, and oh my god, how pretty is she? So nice, like so pretty. So firstly I'm going to be going in with this orange color here called Brave, and then I'm going to blend into Electro as well. So we're going to do the orange and then the yellow, and then we're going to worry about our lid afterwards, but we just want to get that top bit done first. So I'm taking that orange on a small rounded packing brush, and I'm just going to start just by going into the crease of my eye, just right here. So once you have that somewhat blended out for now, we're going to go back to that color, but right now I just want to blend out some yellow. So I have this fluffy brush and I'm going to pick up the yellow and that into the brow bone and also into that orange, like so. So I'm just taking that yellow and I'm just slowly blending it into that orange, going back and forth across my eye. So once we have the yellow and orange blended out nicely on our eyes, we are going to go ahead and do the cut crease portion of the look. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, I don't think wiping off the excess eyeshadow was a thing back then, if I'm remembering that right. So we're going to go straight in with our concealer. I'm going to pop a little bit of it on my hand. You can put it wherever you want. And we are going to go back in with that same brush that we used to carve out our eyebrows. We're going to take a little bit on the tip of our brush. And what I'm going to do is lightly dab some on my eye. So looking up while doing your cut crease kind of gives you almost like a guide on how high your cut crease is going to go on your eyelid. So it's a really good helpful tip to have. So once we have both cut creases done, we are then going to go in with a darker color, kind of like a maroon, maybe like a dark purple kind of shade on the inner and the outer sections of the cut crease. We don't want to do anything in the middle because we're going to put some glitter there, so we want to leave that blank for now. So I'm going to take a very small rounded blending brush, just because this is such a small section of our eye, and I'm going to take a bit of that color. This is actually freshly used. I have not used this color yet from this palette, so I'm really excited. So I'm going to take it up on the brush like that. I'm going to start on my outer corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat it onto my eye. Oh my god, so while I'm blending this out, I'll tell you a little story time from yesterday, okay? So I had to go to the dentist, okay? Get a little checkup for some things that I want to get done, okay? So I go in, you know, just to tell them what I want, this and that, and like, I don't know what it is about dentists. I don't know if, oh by the way, I'm putting this on the inner corner of my eye right now. I don't know if dentists think that we just have money to burn, because like, why is it, and before anyone says anything, I understand they need these to like actually like look at your teeth properly, okay? I know that, but like, I went in and I just wanted like a general exam, okay? Because I haven't been to the dentist in like a year, and yes, I know that's bad. I know that's something that I shouldn't do, but here we are. You know, I'm actually just gonna blend this. I'm gonna blend this here as well, because why not? I'm just gonna put it on everywhere. I haven't been to the dentist in like a year, and yes, I know that's my fault, but you know, shit happens, okay? So I go in for a general exam, and before I know it, I've had 4 scans. But before I know it, I've had 4 scans / x-rays of my teeth. Was I told how much these were gonna be? No. Was I told in advance? No. Was I asked if I wanted them? No. Okay? Surely 4 scans is not necessary, okay? It's just not. It's not needed, okay? 1 is enough. I only have 1 set of teeth, okay? 1 scan is fine. Oh my god, why isn't it just that little crease? It's just not. There we go. So I got my teeth checked. I need some fillings, which I already knew that. You know, that was absolutely no surprise. The price of how much my fillings are was, phew. So last year I got, what are you doing? What? It's not dinner time yet. Last year I was told I needed fillings, and they were €750, okay? Who has that money? Not me. Okay, so I didn't do anything about it. Not because of my own, not because I just didn't feel like it, okay? I don't have that type of money. If I did, I'd never complain, okay? But I didn't. So I didn't do anything about it, and then, you know, a year later, I still haven't had anything done, and now my teeth are worse, and I'm like, okay, so I already know that I need fillings, so they're probably just telling me the same thing today for the same price. No. So he tells me every issue that's wrong with my teeth, everything under the sun that I already knew, bar one thing. And he printed out, I made him very aware. I was like, okay, I don't have like money to burn right now, like I just give me an estimate, but I can't pay for anything today. And he was like, yeah, no, that's fine, that's completely understandable. He was like, I understand that like it can be expensive. I was like, oh my god, yeah, he gets it. Like, you know, even though he's a dentist, he gets it. Now, hands me a sheet of paper, okay? I'm seeing 150, okay? But I'm seeing it like 8 or 9 times, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay. And it took me a second, because I thought, you know, it was just, I don't know what I thought it was, but I didn't think it was like 8 fillings, which again, I know it's my own fault. I should be looking after my teeth, but you know, it's too late now. So I'm looking at a sheet that is gonna cost me €1,000. €1,000. Like, who has that sitting around? Well, I'm sure some people do. I most certainly do not. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. And then he's like, yeah, so you might need to get this scan done and like do like a CT scan. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, like we need to do like a 3D scan of your teeth to see like everything. And I'm like, but why? You do the x-rays so you can see in the inside of like my gums and like whatever. Use your eyes for the rest of it. Obviously didn't say any of this to him, but like, you know, it was in my head, like it was there. That brush is doing absolutely nothing for me. Like, it's actually annoying me. So like, he was like, oh yeah, like I'll bring you up to the reception and kind of, you know, say what you need to book. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And then he starts listing off all these appointments. He's like, yeah, book a consultation with this person and this person and this one. And I'm like, no, don't do any of that. And then he just fucked off. Yeah, so I left the dentist yesterday with a hefty bill and nothing in my pockets. So listen, I get it's their job, I fully get that, but at the same time, don't be expecting me to fork out mad amounts of money when I'm only going for a consultation, you know? So I don't know. So once I've blended those colors in nicely, I am just gonna go in with the teeny weeny little bit of black and brown it, which is probably what will happen. So I'm just going to take a small bit of black and I'm just going to darken up that outer section of our eye. Yeah, so I'm kind of regretting the decision with the black, but you know, we've put it on, so there's no going back, you know. So once I have my eyeshadow on my eyes, then I'm gonna go in with some glitter from this Sleek palette. I'm gonna go with maybe a gold. No, yeah, let's do gold. So I'm gonna go in with this gold. Oh, so pretty. And I'm just gonna press it into my eye. So now that we have the eyes done, I'm gonna go in with this black NYX liner and we're gonna do our big wings. I'm just going in with the Sky High mascara. Honestly, amazing. Now that our eyes are done for now, we're gonna go back at the end and do our waterline under our eyes. Now it's time for the scary part, the base, because it's heavy makeup, and as I said in my last video, I do not wear actual foundation. I just hate it. I just can't wear it. So firstly, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. Because also in 2016 there was nothing shiny about makeup, so our goal for today is to get this makeup as matte as humanly possible. The only bit of shininess we want to have on our face is our ridiculous amount of highlighter that we're going to put on, so that's going to be fun. I love highlighter, so that's not a problem. The only issue that will be for me is that there's no blush. I need blush, and unfortunately that is not an option for us today, but that's okay. So once that is seeping into our skin, we're just going to give it a little minute. I'm just going to show you the foundation that I'm going to be using. So I bought this, I think last year or the year before, last year, when I kind of started to get into makeup and I like bought actual foundation. So I bought the Sculpted by Aimee Second Skin Matte Finish Foundation in medium coverage. I still don't think this is going to be enough because it was very full coverage back then, but this is the closest thing that I have. And it is in shade Porcelain Plus 1.5. I really hope it's not expired, but no, it smells fine. It's okay. So we are going to go in with this all over our face. Oh my god, I lost the lid. So we're just gonna go in with this. This feels so wrong because I normally use the Sculpted by Aimee serum, or tinted serum, which is amazing. I feel like this hasn't sat into my skin because there's so much of it on my face. Did we actually use primer back in 2016? I think we did. Yeah, we did. It's not that long ago. In like the early 2010s, like, I know primer and everything was not used. Just slap that shit on and you're good to go. So we're gonna go in. Oh my god, this feels wrong. This feels so wrong. It has to be enough. I actually, like, I can't put more on my face because I already feel like I'm gonna suffocate. So I'm gonna take a brush and we're just gonna start blending that out. Like, oh my god, oh my god. There's no way. Oh, okay, maybe I should have started with a little bit less, but it's fine. But it matches. Like, look at that. That matches. I'm just very red. So I'm just bouncing it into the skin before I go in with my beauty blender. Take a little bit from the nose because there's way too much. This feels so wrong. I feel so nasty. And I feel, oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. Please give me my beauty blender. So we're gonna get our beauty blender and we're gonna bounce that into the skin. Oh my god, I feel so nasty. I look like I died. Like, I actually look deceased. Oh my god. I don't blame pale people for wearing tan. I really, my teeth look disgusting. My teeth, like, oh my god. Hang on, I need to, I can't, I need to just, I can't leave it there. So I'm gonna go in then with my concealer. Is it concealer or like contour first? I can't remember. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go in with contour first because at least if I mess that up I can fix it. So I don't have any products from like back then because I just, as I said, didn't do makeup, so I only have the stuff that I use now. So I'm gonna go in with my Sculpted by Aimee Liquid Light Liquid Bronzer in shade, I don't actually know what, I think it's just light. That's what the shade name is. So I'm gonna go in, oh my god, and I'm just gonna bring my brush up and down. Okay. Did I mention I can't use blush? Oh my fuck. Okay. Why does that actually not look too bad? That looks better than my normal routine. Okay, on the other side. So I'm gonna go back in with my Sculpted by Aimee concealer, and normally we just do a little dot, but today we're gonna go down and up. We're gonna make a massive triangle like that. Now I'd see people who would literally go like down and up, but like I'm pale as is, I don't think I need all that, so I'm just gonna do it like that. And honestly, normally I would put some on the corners of my nose to help with the redness, but my nose is so covered. It's actually, I really hope I'm not like allergic to this foundation or it's gone off, because my whole face is itchy. Oh my god, but I should be fine. I'll just keep tapping it, it's fine. So I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender and we're gonna blend that in. I'm then gonna go in with this most definitely expired Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. The reason I'm going to use this is because I know this sets my skin. So I'm going to take a bit on a little sponge. I'm going to rub it like that. Pat any excess off. And we're going to set our eyes. I'm then going to go in with a black pencil liner. And I'm just going to line my waterline. So I'm going to go in with that same small angled brush, or not angled brush, like a tapered kind of brush. And I'm going to pick some up. I'm going to get it on my brush. And I'm going to pop it on that inner corner. I'm going to go back in with my setting powder. And I'm going to go in with a massive fluffy brush. And I'm just going to set everywhere on my face. I have this brown liner, so I'm going to line my lips with this and see how this goes. If I don't like it, I do have another one that I could use. So let's give this a go. So I'm not too sure what I think about this yet, but let's pop our little lipstick on and see what we think. I've actually never used this, like this is brand new. It smells so nice. I'm also not a big lipstick wearer, so okay. Do you know what? I don't actually think that is too bad. I actually really like that. That is so nice. So in the shade lipstick, it is getting warmer, and then this lip liner is just, oh, this is actually an eyeliner. Well, it's a PS eyeliner from Penny's. I thought it was a lip liner. But yeah, that does not look too bad. So yeah, if you did enjoy this look, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more from me in the future, why not hit the subscribe button? You know. Leave some makeup suggestions in the comments, and I will see you all next time. Bye.